Hi, I'm Gabriel, and welcome to Bigones.nft, where we take you through some of the biggest NFT news, reviews, and daily rankings of some of the biggest and smallest NFT collections in the metaverse. And make sure you stay to the very end, where we're going to do the Randomizer, where we'll randomly select a collection on Opensea, and I'll do a mini deep dive and talk about the team and the project and give my honest thoughts and opinions. Now, if you haven't already, please smash up that like, hit subscribe, and turn on that notification bell to tell the team at Google, YouTube that you appreciate our content. Thank you very much, and let's get into it. Alrighty, okay, so as we like on this channel, we'll just look at the actual crypto market on coin market cap, and looking at it right now, we've got Bitcoin actually struggling just a tad. Now, if you remember yesterday's video, which of course you can see on our channel, we were hitting around 22, 23. So now we're at 20 or a little under 21, and of course, not good signs. And of course, as we probably know, this is coming from a macro environment with a lot of things coming up this week that might affect this token. And of course, we look at Ethereum, and it's now definitely under that 1.5 range that we were looking at not so long ago. So in general, if we scroll down, it is a sea of red, So not a pretty sight. But that's the markets, and that's the dealio. And of course, the reason why we look at this is it does always have some kind of connection, obviously, to the NFT market. Now, having said that, let's look at June Analytics. One of the best sites to just get some of this information. Now, if you look even closer, let's look into that. What we can see here with June Analytics, you'll see Opensea daily volume. And of course, we're looking at the Ethereum chain. Obviously, now they also have Solana. But if you look here, it's currently sitting at about 9 million, right? About 9.5 million, which is actually one of the lowest, I think, if not the lowest this year. Yep, looks pretty low to me. So not a good sign at all for the NFT market. All right, okay, moving on. Now, the three articles I want to show today all kind of have something related to the metaverse, which I think is quite interesting. So let's look at this first one, the University of Tokyo to offer courses in the metaverse. And of course, all of these links will be in the description below. But very interesting to see, obviously, Tokyo always being quite a pioneering country to do with AI and to do with technology. And definitely now here putting it into the educational system. Now, this is obviously where mass adoption, should I say, will definitely come with that population by putting it into the schools, or at least a course. Now, this could be correlated with other topics back in the past. If you look at Japan and other Asian countries, for example, even like musical theater, where musical theater wasn't really offered in classes, but now is in every university. I'm also speaking about other countries around Japan, such as China, of course, with using that kind of analogy. But back to Japan, they're putting it into the educational system, which I think is a great sign for our space and for the Web3 industry as a whole. All right, moving on. So why Dubai's new metaverse strategy could be a huge catalyst for this crypto. Now, obviously, we all know Dubai and Dubai's intent on really being number one in the metaverse. And here again, they're really pushing this narrative. And I do believe Dubai really does have the capacity and the appetite to become the leading city and place for Web3, Metaverse, NFTs, and crypto as a whole. I think on a side, I haven't obviously put it here, but even the Dubai police Dubai police have recently launched their own NFT collection, and apparently around 1 million people have already reserved that NFT. So very interesting, and I have only transited in Dubai. I would love to go to Dubai, and I am looking forward to eventually landing in Dubai and checking out the city given an opportune time. Okay, moving on. So another news here on Bitcoin.com. Telefonica to invest in Metaverse through Gamium. So, and just a little here, so Telefonica to invest in Spanish Metaverse Gamium. So here's another country. So we had Tokyo, we have Dubai, now we have Spain really getting into the whole Metaverse industry. And of course, they're looking for different ways in which to enter that. And here we have Telefonica, one of the largest communication companies in Spain, has decided to invest in Gamium, strengthening its Metaverse push. All right, so there you go. You've got the three big cities looking to get into this metaverse, and I think this is the narrative that I wanted to present here on Bigones.nft. And while we're on that subject, please, if you haven't already, just smash up that like and hit subscribe to get more of this video content if this is the kind of stuff you like to hear. Okay, moving on. Let's go to our top 10. So on our top 10, let's just do the overglance and then we'll get into each one of those. So here we have, Ledger, Market Pass Genesis Edition. And I just wanted all the viewers here, I do just look at this. I'll set this up, and I'm also interested to kind of surprise myself to see what's the top 10. So we have Ledger, Market Pass Genesis Edition, Mutant Ape Yacht Club, number 2, YOLO Bunny, Mooncats, number 4, number 5, Other Deed for Other Side, number 6, Moonbirds, number 7, Izake Meta, which, by the way, was number 1 in yesterday. And then we've got Damien Hirst creeping up here. Again, The Currency at number 8, then The Potatoes at number 9. And finally, CryptoPunks, obviously, as we all know, is one of the biggest collections in the world, is at number 10. So I think this is what really just kind of excites me and also interests me in this space, that every day it's different. Every day it's absolutely different. All right, let's get stuck into each one of these and just have a quick look at what they are and their collection. So here we are, Ledger Market Pass Genesis Edition. So Ledger Market is the most secure platform for artists and brands to release their NFTs, where Ledger customers can securely connect through Ledger Live and clear sign their transactions. Okay, so here we go. It's about Ledger Official. Now, obviously, they have their website here and Twitter, and they've got 10,000 items, already 8,000 owners. Okay, and their floor price here is currently sitting at 0.55 ETH. Okay, so here it is. It's obviously some kind of pass with utilities, and that's something interesting. I want to look into that obviously a little bit more, but there it is, Ledger at number one. Now again, this doesn't mean they're going to stay at number 1. It just means they're at number 1 today. Okay, moving on. So obviously Mutant Ape Yacht Club, all under the Yuga Labs, and as we, if you haven't seen yesterday's video, you can see that in the description below, or check out our channel. We obviously know that there has been a lot of kind of FUD going around with Yuga Labs, and of course the Bored Ape with an Ape Coin token. So anyway, this is part of, obviously, under their umbrella, Mutant Ape Yacht Club. But now let's look at them. So they're close to 20k items, already 13,000 owners, massive trading volume with a floor price of 16.4 ETH. Definitely something to consider if you were going to dive into one of these, which I wouldn't recommend if you're just starting out in the NFT collecting world. But anyway, so that's them, and we can have a quick look at some of their items. Definitely iconic. Everybody knows these guys. Massive. Okay, moving on. So we have YOLO Bunny. All right, YOLO Bunny. So But it says here, YBCC is a premium club that consists of 9,998 yellow bunnies, music artists and lovers that have traveled across a wormhole for the number 1,402 universe. All right, so these are yellow bunnies. Let's have a look at what they've got. Let's just have a quick look. Okay, it's like some musicians and guitarists, bunnies with microphones, guitars. All right, quite quite unique to a degree. Obviously, there's a lot of bunnies out there. Not bad. Let's have a look at there. So we've got 10,000 items with only 754. Now I say only just because we've been comparing that obviously with the top 10. 754 owners. Obviously, there's a lot of room there to purchase into, but the floor price is very moderate, of course, at 0.9, with a best offer, which is not looking good, at 0.07. Now, obviously, I don't think anybody in their right mind will accept that offer because that will just bring the floor price down. Okay, but this is YOLO Bunny. Again, they've got all this social media here. I'm not going to go into it right now, but of course you can in your time. Or if you really want me to look into one of these collections, just let me know in the comments below, and we will check out and see how we can integrate that into the next video. Okay, moving on. So we've got Mooncats. All right, so Mooncats here. Of course, Mooncats, well, okay. See, just got confused there slightly and very quickly, but then kind of stopped myself. So Mooncats is not Moonbirds. Okay, so we got Mooncats here at 5,600. Of course, completely different company, but this is what I mean now. Let's use this opportunity example to kind of just, if you're a first-time user and you have no idea, really do your research. Do your research, check out what's out there, go through the top 10, 20, 30, 40, watch videos from all different people, and really try to get an understanding, because you might almost think, oh yeah, wow, I've heard about these guys, but what you were really talking about was probably Moonbirds. Anyway, so here the floor price is 0.08, very reasonable, especially for entry level. Best offer here at 0.07. But again, you'd want to look at the team, you'd want to look at their roadmap, you'd want to look at what utilities that these might provide. Anyway, that's Mooncats. Let's move on. Okay, other deed for other side. We know this, we've gone through this many times, but for those who haven't, and it's your first time watching this video, it's basically Other Deed is all under Yuga Labs with the Bored Ape, CryptoPunks, Meebits, and all that kind of ecosystem. And this is basically their metaverse, and this is the land sale, and this is what you need, Other Deed, to get to the other side. Okay, so anyway, again, you can look at this anytime and see more of that information. Okay, here we go. This is what I was gonna think, which is the Moonbirds. When I saw the Mooncats, it's really Moonbirds. With a floor price of 19 ETH. Now that sounds more like what I was thinking. So here it is, 10,000 items, 6,600 owners, massive trading volume, 160K, and of course best offer here, not too bad, not too low, these guys are massive. Okay, this is from the Proof Collective, obviously I'd want one of these, but I don't have it. But there you go. So these are the Moonbirds, and they're there at the top 10. Okay, now we looked at this, I think it was yesterday. Again, you can look at the video in the description below. Isekai Meta, they were #1. So you can see how really volatile, or how one day, you never know. Basically, if you had a collection yourself, you think, how can I ever get to the top 10? Well, you probably could. You just got to try. And here they are, Isekai Meta. All the way down here, I think, what number 7 are they, or number 8? Let's have a look at that again. But anyway, they're here. Let's just have a look at that. Where are they? Number 7, yes. Okay, so these guys, quite interesting. Again, they haven't revealed the NFTs. Floor price at 0.39, 7,800 items and 3,700 owners. Not too bad, quite reasonable. Again, they've got all their social media here, which I would highly recommend to get into to understand more about this. And of course, there's definitely this Japanese kind of feel, or Japanese inspired, Japanese influenced but definitely Japanese. And as I was saying yesterday, there is this kind of Astro Boy kind of feeling, which I'm obviously a big fan. Anyway, we'll be watching these guys and looking forward to seeing what they reveal and their project. Okay, moving on. So Damien Hirst, okay, one of the OGs of the artists that really hit the NFT world hard and really did pretty well. So here we go. He's got the currency, which is another specific kind of collection. He's really getting into this, and he's got 1,900 items, already 1,500 owners, total volume 21,000. Not bad at all, with a floor price of just shy of 6.6 ETH. Right, with the best offer of 5.6. There's all the social media. Let's have a look at it. Well, it's Damien Hirst. To a degree, you can't really go wrong. Of course, that's not financial advice, but he is one of the top artists out there, particularly related to NFTs and the Metaverse. So if I could, I would, but definitely you would want to do your own research. But Damien Hirst, a physical, let's say, a traditional artist as well, not really didn't start on the Metaverse or NFTs, but just really moved into it quicker than most. Okay, moving on. So now we have the potatoes. The potatoes, we've seen these guys before. They're still at the top 10. Good on them. Well done. Again, they've got their social media here. Floor price at 0.66 ETH. Not too bad. I'd love to see, obviously, more of what they're going to do in the future. But obviously, I would say this is still just a holding. There's going to probably be a more dynamic NFT reveal to this for the potatoes and by Memeland. And I think, they've got a bit of a description here, and you can check out their website. Okay, finally, well, don't need to say too much about this. I'm sure, as we all know, these are the OG, the CryptoPunks. Again, let's just have a quick look. Obviously, no floor price because they're absolutely expensive. And of course, there's 10,000 in total and 3,600 owners currently. But look at that total volume, absolutely massive and unbeatable. And of course, again, with CryptoPunks, Bored Ape Yacht Club, Mutant Bored Ape, Meebits, all of these under Yuga Labs, they're just the biggest. They're the giant. They are the Goliath in the NFT world. So, and of course, with the Ape coin and the whole other side, other deed. So, okay, that's the top 10. Now, let's get into the randomizer, my favorite section. All right, I'm going to set this at 400. I've been setting it at 300, but let's just try to get out there and see what else is around. Okay, so let's generate this, and then let's see what number comes out. Here we go. Let's generate. I guess it's just loading. And let me, there it is, 184. Okay, so let's go to 184. Let's go to 184. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, 184. Okay, here we go, 184, and here it is, Bulls and Apes Project Genesis. Okay, let's open this guy up. All right, I'm going to open this, and okay, good. Let's open their website, because this is how we're going to do a little deep dive into them as a team. Open all of this up. Okay, all right. Here we go. Well, let's look at them here on Opensea very quickly, and let's have a good read. So, Bulls and Apes project features fantastic 3D art, fleshed out tokenomics, fun gamification, and IRL events to reward holders. Holding NFTs in our collection gives you access to our private Inner Circle membership. Interesting, which provides networking opportunities, masterminds, VC deal flow for accredited investors, and more. Get the full details at their website, which we have open. All right, they've got 10,100 items, 1.7 owners currently. Total volume is about 1.7. Interesting. Now, that could say something to me, with a floor price of 0.27. Okay, and then best offer. Maybe I was wrong. I won't look into that too much, but 0.27, quite quite average, not too bad, with the best offer of 0.23. Now let's look at them. All right, some interesting designs, 3D. It's got that kind of 3D feel, and not bad, not bad, not bad. Let's have a look at some of these. Okay, with the green jacket, we got the hats. Just looking at some of the traits and attributes, and checking it out. We've got some spotted. Okay, some tiger kind of flow, tennis racket. Oh, this one looks cool. And this one too. I wouldn't mind that one at 0.4 ETH. Okay, so let's get into and look at their website. Okay, here we go. All right, what I'm going to do is let's take away my face here, and just so we get a full screen. Okay, so Solid Generative. Okay, great. Check us out on Opensea. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, what I want to do. Okay, let's just scroll down here. Get our team. Okay, so obviously here's their team. Good to know their team has LinkedIn and Twitter. Look, what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to open one of these guys and see if it actually does link. All right, just to double check. So here we go. We got Anthony here, Guillermo, Manny Coates. Okay, so there seems to be only three team members. They got the tokenomics, FAQ, money back, and I like to really go down to these during these websites and really see how they kind of lay everything out. Now, obviously, some of these are some of the best they've got out there, or some of the higher rarities, should I say. Okay, ETH back guarantee terms. Okay, interesting. All right, so LLC. All right, so this is their company. What I'm going to do as well while we're here, let me open up this. I'm curious to see the tokenomics. Okay, so let's look at this. So, okay, there we go. We got his face. Great. So it's very clear who he is. Sold out. Good on him. That's, I presume, Anthony. And, of course, you can follow now. He's about 2,900 followers. Very reasonable. Let's see. Okay, this is probably, let's see how his... how has he been active or not active? Okay, yep. All right, not too bad. July 25th, a couple of days ago, just kind of retweeting, I guess, here. July 23, and I think, is this the latest one? Okay, 22 hours ago. All right, so quite active, obviously legit, real person, as you would imagine that's actually him. That's what we would presume. And let's look at here, at the tokenomics. Here we've designed the Bulls and Apes BAP with a tokenized gamification approach to add value. Okay, so obviously looking into the game world coming up. Okay, on this page we cover how the Bulls and Apes project tokenomics. All right, original bull, methane token, bull, time in wallet, methane tokens, incubator. All right, interesting. I definitely look closer into this and see how all of this kind of really works. God bulls, so obviously you're getting orbs, as they call it, tokens, and you're there to create bigger versions. Now, this, look, not easy to create any of these things, and always does take some time, but I would look into this a little clearer. I'm not going to go into it, but just want to see how many members they've got here on Discord. They've got 14,000, very respectable, not too little, not too massive, and of course 1,421 people online. That doesn't mean they're active on that site. They're just active on Discord. Okay, let's look at their Instagram. Okay, 1,878 followers. Moderate. Okay, I can just scanning and looking at. Obviously, it's good to see some of these creators' faces that add obviously credibility and legitimacy to any project. Okay, and then finally their official Twitter. Here they've got 23,000. That's very respectable and good to see that they're following others out there as well. Okay, Bulls and Apes. And Docs founders, good to know. They've stated it there very clearly. So all in all, okay, giving my final opinion and kind of summary, looks quite legitimate. You can see the team. Of course, you can look at the roadmap. Definitely some thought on the website and the design. The designs themselves, not bad. I wouldn't say that's easily done. I mean, definitely they've thought about it, but I think the key with this is to see what's their roadmap, utility, and how they're going to really bring all of this together. If I had one of those, what could I really do and achieve with a single PFP NFT? That would be my question. Anyway, thank you very much, guys, for joining us today on Big Ones NFT. Again, smash up the like, hit subscribe, and we look forward to seeing you again very soon.